guys, I'm Alyssa and I'm here to help you stretch out your hamstrings, IT bands, and your hips. This is for Studio 14's 14 days of stretching. So let's get this started. I have a yoga strap with me, but you don't actually need a yoga strap. You don't have to use one at all, but if you wanted something that kind of simulates it, you can grab a belt, like for your jeans, or like a tea towel or a blanket or anything that just has a good amount of like grip to it, yeah? So, I'm gonna do one side and then feel free to repeat this video on the other side just because it takes a lot to stretch out one of our legs, yeah? So, we're going to start on our backs and stay on our backs for most of this time. And we're gonna stretch our leg up, yeah? Roll around that ankle while you're here. Get any crunches out of there. And you can even bend your leg and roll around your hip socket if your hips are feeling really tight, yeah? I will say that this kind of stretching is easier to do once you're a little bit warm. But if you're not warm, then just take it easy to start, yeah? Feel free to take the opposite hand and place it on top of the opposing hip to make sure that that hip is nice and flat to the floor. If our hip's coming off the ground, then we probably are yanking our leg a little higher than it needs to be, and we can bring it down a little bit more so our actual pelvis alignment is where it should be. So, hold your leg wherever it is. Hold it behind your thigh or behind your calf instead of holding behind your joints to kind of take away any pressure that's on there. And just roll it to the foot. Some tricks while you're here. You can bend and flex your foot and point and stretch. And every time you point and stretch your leg, you want to try to bring it in a little bit closer. This is something that I love doing in my classes. Or you can also push with your hamstring against your hands and pull your hands against your body so you're activating that hamstring. And then on the count of 3, you're going to release your hamstring. So 3, 2, 1, and let that hamstring release and let your hands pull your leg a little bit closer into your body, yeah? So you'll chill out here for a bit, maybe for a minute, maybe for a minute and a half. Rolling out that ankle. And then we're going to grab the inside of our foot or our big toe, yeah? We're going to take it to a half happy baby. So this other leg is still going to be stretched out in front of us. And from the front, I've got my leg up like so, yeah? Scooch back over this way. So our foot, the sole of our foot is facing the ceiling, and we're just holding on to that foot there, letting our hip open up nice and slow. Just chilling up here, take a deep breath in, and out. Good. Now, if you're feeling extra flexible, feel free to stretch this foot out to a full second, yeah? So instead of having a bend in the knee, we're gonna point the foot and stretch it out. Same rules apply here. You can keep that hand to the opposite hip. Make sure, please make sure that hip is on the ground. Because again, if it's coming off the floor, then we're not actually getting a stretch of it, yeah? You can also bend and flex the foot and point and stretch, like I said before, and that will really keep it nice and active, and will help open your hip even more, yeah? So again, we'll chill out here for a bit. And remember, this kind of flexibility, especially hip flexibility and hamstring flexibility, it comes with time, guys. It all comes with time. So don't get frustrated if you are not super open today. You even have days, even if you are a flexible person, you have days where you're tight, right? So it's just going to take time and consistency in building them. Okay, so now we're going to roll over to the same side that our leg is currently stretched out. We're going to roll over, keep that leg bent, and we're going to come into a pigeon pose, yeah? Now, my leg is 90 degrees, like my foot is 90 to my knee, and my knee is 90 to my hip, yeah? But this is difficult, yeah? So we can take our foot and bring it a little bit closer in to our opposite hip, and the further we bring it to a 90, the harder it's going to get, because then eventually you would stretch this leg out and you would go into a split, yeah? But we're not doing that today. This is all split prep stuff. If you're somebody who is looking to gain flexibility to be able to do your splits, this is a great series that you can do after class or anytime that you're warmed up and you have a good sweat. This is a great series for you to do. So we're going to chill out here. You can kind of play around in this pigeon pose. You can, arch your back up. You come down to your elbows. You can move left and right. See what feels good in your body. Just make sure that that back foot is nice and active into the floor. It'll really help make sure that your alignment is where it should be. Yeah? Awesome. Chill out here. Again, taking a deep breath in, going as deep as you can for today. Every day is different with our body. Good job. Now, yoga straps, or belt, or towel, or none at all. We can use our hands as well. We're gonna roll back onto our back, and then tuck that same leg, that's the active leg right now, the side that we're on, into our body. Stretch it back up again. Take your yoga strap or whatever device you are using, stretch it around your foot, and we're going to do a stretch for our IT bands. IT bands are sore a lot for a lot of people, and they're really tight for a lot of people. So we're going to wrap it around our foot, with the arch of our foot here. And we're gonna, you can bend that opposite knee as well if you need a little bit more grounding into the floor with your pelvis. And we're gonna let that foot go over to the opposite side of our body. So my right leg is kind of flopping over to the left side of my body. It is not moving a lot, yeah? It's not fully over onto the floor. It's maybe like one of my foot widths over. And you will feel the stretch on the outside of your leg. I'm feeling it right now from my ankle bone all the way up to my hip socket, yeah? Because IT bands are tight, and if they are really tight, it can hinder a lot that we do as dancers. Like it can make your knees really crunchy and not so fun. And again, things even like pigeon can make it really difficult. So again, we're chilling out here. And eventually, as you gain more flexibility, you will be able to drop your leg further and further. But again, you want to go till you feel a stretch and then just chill out there. Yeah? Take one more deep breath here. Good job. Bring it back. Bend that knee in, take the yoga strap off. And just kind of shake anything out. Ooh, I can feel it now. Okay, guys. Good job. Make sure you repeat this video on the other side. We want to make sure that we're nice and even. I'm going to go do it on the other side. And I hope to see you tomorrow with some more stretching. Bye, guys.